there, this is Elizabeth from Gabriel Family Adventures, and today I'm going to share a review with you all of the Great Wolf Lodge. And we just spent a weekend at the Great Wolf Lodge in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So I'm going to share with you some of the features of the Great Wolf Lodge, as well as some tips and things that we learned, and overall what we thought of our weekend in Colorado Springs. So here we go.
Guys, where are we going?
We're going to the Great Wolf Lodge.
Yay! Are we almost there, Koopy?
Yeah. Drum roll, please.
Now what, Koopy?
Now what, Cupie?
All right, so the first thing to note about the Great Wolf Lodge, for those of you who live in the Midwest like we do, sometimes in the middle of the winter, you kind of want to get away from the cold. It's beautiful, the snow on the mountains is wonderful, it makes for great skiing, but every now and then you might want a little bit of heat, and maybe you don't want to get on an airplane and fly somewhere. So the Great Wolf Lodge is, in my opinion, a brilliant idea where they basically take all of the fun of a resort and put it inside where you can run around and the kids can have a great time and you can relax a little and you're not freezing to death. So we live in the Denver metro area, and to get to the Great Wolf Lodge in Colorado Springs, it's only a 90-minute drive, which was amazing. And so what we did is we did a little bit of research online, and a couple things to think about when you're packing to go to the Great Wolf Lodge is that you can leave your life preservers at home, because they have life preservers there in a variety of sizes. So we felt really safe with that. You also don't have to bring your towels, because they have towels there that you check out, although make sure you don't lose them, because they do cost an arm and a leg if you don't turn them back in, so just be mindful of that. But one thing I recommend packing are snacks and drinks, because Great Wolf is really flexible about what things you're allowed to bring into the hotel and then over to the water park and the other game areas. So you can kind of bring whatever you want, which is wonderful. And it's a great way to save some money too, if you want to bring things from home, so that way you're not, eating out every single meal while you're there. So just a few things to think about when you're packing. I also recommend bringing some water shoes for the kids, because the ground can get a tiny bit slippery, so something with some traction is really helpful for the kiddos, and for yourself as well if you want. Now, when you get to the Great Wolf Lodge, checking in was really easy. Our room was ready actually even before the standard check-in time, so we were able to go and drop off our stuff. There is a conference center, at least at the Great Wolf Lodge in Colorado Springs. So if there's a conference going on at the same time or some kind of special event, their parking can be a little tricky. So if you're planning on going off-site, which there are some restaurants really close by if you don't want to eat every meal at the Great Wolf Lodge, just be mindful of that parking could be hard when you come back in. And I also recommend, if you want to maximize your last day, let's say you're just going for 1 or 2 nights, they do offer a late checkout option for an added price. But if you're the type of person who wants to, get that last couple rides on the water slide and then come back to your room and shower and pack up and go home, you can actually have a late checkout until 2 p.m. if you want. They also have showers by the pool deck though, so you can also bring your stuff downstairs, store your suitcases, and then just shower at the pool. So you can do standard checkout as well. It's not really an issue. Now, the water area of Great Wolf Lodge, Colorado Springs was really fun. They have all of the kind of standard water slides, and depending on the height of your child or yourself, you have access to different water slides. And so some you can go on with an adult, some you can go on by yourself if you're tall enough. There are a few faster rides that my kids were too short for, that the grown-ups went on, and they were really fun. And so what I liked about that is that it kind of allows you to have a good time at the Great Wolf Lodge at a variety of different ages. There's a little something for everybody. And what they'll do is they'll give the kids a wristband, a certain color wristband based on their height. So then it's really easy to see which rides they're allowed to go on. Sometimes they will double check your height. So if you go all the way up to the top, and if the lifeguard at the top is like, oh, that, little boy looks kind of short, they might measure you again. Some parents took offense to that, but they're just trying to be safe. So it's a pretty quick process. And they have water slides where you go on with just your body. They have some where you have floaties. They have some that you can go on. There's one where 4 people can all go together, which is really a good time. So we really enjoyed the water park. We enjoyed the wave pool, and the kids had fun bobbing up and down and hearing the wolf howl when the waves were coming. The one drawback to the Colorado Springs location is that there is not a lazy river. And I know a lot of people love that, especially if you're having a weekend getaway or a vacation, to just kind of sit back and lounge in the lazy river. So they don't have one of those, which was kind of a bummer. Now, if you're hungry, there's food right there. There's actually a full bar also right by all of the water stuff. There's also several other dining options throughout the hotel area. So there's some sit-down restaurants, there's a buffet, there's a pizza place. All of the food was quite good. We ate almost every meal at the Great Wolf Lodge. For breakfast, what we did was I would go down in the morning and go to Dunkin' Donuts, which is right there in the hotel, right next to Ben & Jerry's, and a candy shop. So it's a little dangerous. And they have, breakfast sandwiches, so something kind of quick and easy, and then I could get some coffee. There's coffee in the room too, but sometimes you need a extra little boost in the morning, especially after, water parking the whole day before. So the food was good. We did go off-site one day and went to Fuzzy's Tacos, which was about a mile away, and that was excellent. Overall, the dining options are extensive, or you could bring your own food. And if you're the type of person who doesn't want to just do the water park all day long, there's a lot of other things you can do at the Great Wolf Lodge, which makes for a really good time. So as you walk through basically from the hotel area over to the water park, what you'll see a little store where there's a magic quest that you get these fun wands and the kids can wander around and go on this magical quest with, and they earn these games and stuff like that. There's a ropes course, there's miniature golf, an arcade, a bowling alley, a rock climbing wall. So there's all kinds of fun stuff. What I would recommend is if you and your children are planning on doing any more than maybe one of the activities, they actually have a package deal where it's about $99, I believe, to have unlimited access to all of the, the ropes course and all of that. Not the arcade, you do have to pay separately for that, throughout your entire stay. So I wish we had done that for our family, because we just kind of paid a la carte as we went, and it added up really quickly. So we should have just gotten the whole package, and then we would have been fine. And then I think I would have been even more willing to, to just let the kids go crazy on the different activities. The other drawback is my son was a little too short for a lot of the activities, so that was a bummer. Another fun feature that the Great Wolf Lodge has is they have these things called Paw Passes. And there's actually 3 of them. So there's a Pup Pass for little ones, a Paw Pass for kind of, 5 to 7-year-olds, and then a Wolf Pass. And what they do is you pay a little extra, or in my case, Great Wolf Lodge let my kids have them to kind of try them out. And so I am plugging that, but in the spirit of transparency, they did give us the Paw Pass. So what the Paw Pass does is it basically gives you kind of this little package deal. And so the Pup Pass, you get a Build-A-Bear and some treats and fun things. And then the Wolf Pass is a little more expensive. You get more access to the kind of older kid activities. And then the Paw Pass itself, what my kids got was a lot of sugar. So they got a cup full of sweets at the candy shop. They got a scoop of ice cream at Ben & Jerry's. And they got 20 credits at the arcade. So they got a little card. Of course, they burned through that so fast that then I had to keep refilling their card. And then they got a magic wand so that they could go on their magic quest. And they got these fun little passes that they got to wear around on top of the cute little wolf ears that they give everyone when you check into the hotel. So it was really cute. It was fun. And if we go back, we'll probably get the passes again. The other thing that Great Wolf Lodge offers, which is really great, is they give you an itinerary of a bunch of different activities throughout the day. So there's entertainment around Great Wolf Lodge. So they have story time, they have yoga, they have a dance party, kind of a late night dance party. And so there's things to do throughout the day. So I think some people might think of Great Wolf Lodge as just being the water park, and that's not at all true. There's tons to do. So our kids had a blast all day long. They played, and then, you know, they danced at night, did the cha-cha slide and the Cupid shuffle and all of those fun things. And so it was a full weekend of entertainment and fun, all indoors and warm and away from the cold, you know, Colorado winter. So we were really happy with how much there was to do. It seemed, especially if you get some of the packages, very reasonably priced for a lot of entertainment. And I was especially happy that we could also bring some of our own snacks and beverages to ensure that the kids got what they wanted, but also it eased a little bit of the cost for us as well. So overall, I highly recommend the Great Wolf Lodge. If you live within driving distance of one, anywhere under 3 or 4 hours, I think you should go. Escape one of those cold winter weekends where you're not sure what to do with the kids, and put on the bathing suit and hop in the water and have a wonderful time. So if you have any follow-up questions about the Great Wolf Lodge, please don't hesitate to put those below, or share your own experience. Maybe share if you've been to the Great Wolf Lodge in Kansas City or somewhere like that. I'd love to hear your feedback and how it compares to Colorado Springs. And subscribe to this channel for more adventures in the future. Thank you.